Da 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 ya, da 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 da. Mm, 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 mm. Listen. Wasn't paying attention. Who got knocked out? It was me. I'm really into playing all the hands. Da, 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 da. Mm, 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 mm. Actually, gonna watch this real quick. Just saying.
Doublelift recalls playing with Piglet on Team Liquid. What is this?
That's actually a crazy timeline when like TL hired you as a fucking like Phil to try to help them in relegation. Yeah, that's what that was.
Yeah, it was mercenary mode.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Did they give you the bag for that?
I was compensated pretty well.
Heads up, we got a diamond ring
Bag,
out of
huh?
it.
You got the goddamn
What do you got?
bag.
The bag.
The bag?
Dude, like even imagine being TL in that
I don't
scenario
think.
is fucking crazy. Like we
Man,
suck so
Mitch,
bad.
Mitch knows blood draw from nothing.
Slap in this
Mitch,
random dude who we think is
not
good, and
flush
he's
draw.
gonna carry us.
Like,
Like, what the f-
Imagine you're the 80 carry. It's like,
Hey, why is Doublelift not saying anything here?
I played a bit.
hey, I know we've worked with you all year, but Doublelift's coming in for this.
Yeah,
match.
I don't know. Who was it? The
It was just
Fabby?
every
Like after the
nerve
Fabby
before.
thing?
It was actually Piglet, and Piglet took Golden Glue's job mid because
Oh yeah.
I guess.
Wait, Piglet was mid?
Yeah,
I don't know
it was
if we're,
you don't remember Midlet? He's
I
called
mean,
Mario
now that you mention it, I
Cassia.
vaguely remember it, but
And I can also tell,
Old
like, I think
seven
the
deuce
thing
off
is, like,
there.
Piglet had a huge ego, so he was like, I could just
No,
feel
no, I don't agree with this. I don't think that Piglet had a huge ego.
the bad vibes from him the whole time I was on the team.
Wait, what?
Ego. So he was like, I could just feel the bad vibes from him the whole time I was on the team.
Nah, I never felt any bad vibes from Piglet. I don't know what Doublelift is talking about here.
Like where he's just like
I think
constantly disapproving of like
bigs.
that I'm like playing 80 carry
Crazy.
and he has to play
Crazy.
mid. I think like he would rather have them gotten a mid laner, right?
How you feeling,
Like,
chat?
it kind of feels kind of insulting that
This is a
he
bounty
got
tournament,
replaced, kind of, but like he still
so
gets to play. He
we
just
kind of
gets to play
need
mid.
some
yeah,
assistance
like
in terms
original
of
turbo toxic import.
making some of this money
Yeah,
back.
the vibes were just so weird. I was just,
It was the like original turbo toxic import.
Medios is so true. He is the original turbo toxic import.
yeah, the vibes were just.
Someone
so
has any
weird. I was
good
just like, I'm
vibes
just not
or
gonna say anything. I'm just gonna do my thing, you know. Like, Piglet likes me or
what's up,
not.
Adriano?
Like, I'm just gonna. Lorlo was great vibes though. Like he was like.
How you feeling, brother?
And he was just like so.
I didn't mean to call that.
Like,
Damn it.
so grateful to get to play with you. You know.
Hey, whatever.
Like,
I'm calling
so
50 up.
happy
I'm
that you're
calling
on the
again.
team now, and like.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, this is great. Like, I feel very welcome. But
I gotta say, a lot of the hands I've seen,
Just this
10-9 off
angry
is the worst thing
aura
I've ever
from
seen.
mid lane.
yeah.
What if it gets a little bigger than this Reinifold?
No, it was Rainover.
Oh.
The thing is, the team on paper was
Holy
not bad. It was
shit.
Rainover, Lorlo, and Mats. And then, well, I really like playing with Mats, but he
Yeah, brother, how
had,
you
like,
feeling?
anxiety issues on stage. So I
Where you
think at
watching
one
the
point
stream
we
from?
swapped to Adrian, and I was like telling Matt, I'm like, I think like I think Matt's the better player for the team, but he just has like this problem where when he gets on stage, he gets super nervous.
I mean, I'll
It's
call
not even nervous.
one
Like
big, see if I spike
he's
a
like
jack.
explaining, he's like, I can't breathe. Like I'm gonna get like, you know, like I can't focus at all. I was trying to tell him, I was
Jack
like,
or fold?
Sucks, bro. Like you're gonna have to.
It's
I have to bench you.
pretty bad for a pro player.
Gonna have to replace
Yeah.
you, dude. Actually, that's
So the only thing we lose
shit,
to
ADA just got
is
exploded.
Where did
No, but
Ziggs
Matt-
ace
go?
10
I'm sorry you're going through something like that, man. You know,
and a
I think
flush,
what's
but
best is we just bench your ass.
got it through.
No, dude. Actually, I was a good teammate. I duoed with him every single day
Look at that.
until he got some confidence back, and then we completely smurfed in relegations together.
We've already won more
Yeah.
pots today than we have
Team, when
all
he-
You don't get
yesterday.
enough credit for being such a good teammate.
I really don't. And a humble one at that.
I feel like so many people fixate on those moments of extreme toxicity instead of the duoing with your teammate moments.
hmm
Thank you.
I mean, this is so funny, actually. Yeah, I
Good,
mean,
brother.
it's true. Piglet just has this like aura where you know the angry aura that they were talking about. That's just how it feels. I mean, you know when somebody is like just mad all the time, but it's like an unfixable mad. Like I mean, that's what I've always said about Piglet is like he was never like blatantly toxic,
LDLSO? What
you
you
know,
said?
like he was toxic in. He was like passive aggressive, but to like a whole
I can tell you what
nother
that is.
level, you know, a whole nother level of passive aggression. Like passive aggression.
He's playing
from him
King 7
was,
there is not.
we lose
Not
lane in a lane
great.
that Piglet thinks is winning. This is a story I've told a million times, but you lose lane in a lane that Piglet thinks is winning, and now he's just locking in old Urgot 80 carry, and he's just locking in without saying a word. It's like, Piglet, what do you want here? Do you want to try to get like a Sivir game here? Do you get a Callista game? Do you want to play like Ashe, MF? Like, what do you want to play this game? No words.
All right, bye.
Piglet, yo. Piglet, is his headset on? Maybe he has no sound because he would always like mute Discord.
Drama.
I mean, we used
Relax.
to like, mumble at that point. He would always mute, and it's like, yo, man, like, do you hear us? And then you just get an Urgot lock in. First pick, Urgot. Before it was even being played mid, it was just like considered like a troll pick, right? It just like wasn't an 80 carry. And then we're like,
Oh,
Piglet, like,
You can
wait, do you hear
liberate
us?
some off, I
He's like,
think.
That's like that's how Koreans check their microphones. He'd be like, It's like, so why did we pick Urgot? You think Urgot's good here? Like, yeah, good. All right.
Is it worth
10 minutes
5
into
bigs?
game 1, he's just
Sure.
S keying, hitting a minion, S keying, hitting a minion, S keying. 10 minutes. Pause the game. We cancel. We're done with the day of scrims. We will see you guys tomorrow.
See
We
through
have an
a.
internal issue right now. That was what it was. Special was just like, he like hate me, and like Special would try
Throw some
really
chips
hard
out
to
there,
like,
let's
get
see
on
what's
the
up.
same page with Piglet. He's like, okay. He's like, bro, let's work together here. You know, is there things that you think I do bad? Like,
Hold
do you want me
back.
to play the lane differently? Like, do you think I should play differently level 1?
I mean,
Say, you are a pro
Ace
player. Like,
Queen
yeah,
is.
I'm a pro player,
Yeah,
so you should know
damn,
how to play
this
the
is
lane.
bad.
There you go. Okay.
Don't shove. Give me
Good.
some chips.
Excellent. The both support. So I played a little bit with Smoothie. We played like 2 months with Smoothie at the end of that year before I retired, and we played with Special. He made them both cry.
All right, what do you got? Ace
1
Queen?
month. And it's not
Ace
like they're
King?
crying because he's like being like so mean to them. It's just like they
Queens.
feel like
Bro, you
his
have
emotion
set-
towards them
whatever.
is disgust. Perma disgust, right? You're so fucking bad at this game, it's disgusting. It's like I don't even
I
want to
guess
look
you're
at you.
triple barreled
so
with
pathetic,
queens,
I don't
but-
even want to look at you. Like this type of feeling that you just feel so bad about yourself that you just like
I will.
break down, you know? And not like light
still have-
crying, you know? Like let's give our support a moment here.
I don't know,
Use
25 bigs?
It's like, oh my god, okay. We're all just sitting at our PCs like this. While our support is just breaking down. We're all just like, anyways, we have our stage game tomorrow, guys.
I'll be
Come on.
checking 10-9 off.
Good vibes. We got stage game tomorrow. He has a lot of supports. Probably looked up. Oh, of course. I mean, every support that he played with was like that was back.
Now that I'm
when
short,
it
yeah,
was
there's
like
some
you were
bad
Worlds
every
where you were
street.
like a mythical being.
So.
Like now people are more realistic
great.
about like, okay, what Worlds is. Still, there's people that like hold it differently, but like this is before. This is in season 5. This is before Faker was like the mega goat. You know, like Faker won Worlds in season 3, and then in season 4. T1 didn't even make Worlds. You know, Dandy had a really insane year. Mata had a
Call
really
40.
insane year. Imp had a really insane year. So people were like, oh shit, maybe this is the new generation.
Man.
Like, so going into season 5, it wasn't like, oh,
Man,
T1's
man,
just gonna
man,
win
man,
everything.
man,
Like Faker was getting benched during the split. So at this point, it was like, oh shit, like
We just gotta
Faker was
find an
really
angle
good,
to go
but
in.
Piglet was also a big carry of this team. That's kind of the idea. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy experience. And I think the weirdest thing is like the way I talk about it, people think that like Piglet was like up with me. I mean, Piglet and I would get into arguments about the game, but he never like disrespected me.
Oh,
Like, he
yeah,
always
that's
thought I was like
unfortunate.
a solid player. And the one thing that's kind of weird is I've apparently heard, because I like talked to Rush, that apparently Piglet speaks well of me. So like I like perma flame him because I just like hated like this type of stuff. I just feel like is unacceptable. Like I grew up playing team sports. I feel like putting yourself above the team
There we go.
and not being willing to like, even if something is like frustrating or things are not perfect, not being able to like
Not a
lift your
great start,
teammates up
I'll say,
and just, like, be like, okay, it feels bad, but we're gonna try our best to win. I feel like you
I
have
definitely
a
could have
duty when
folded,
you're on a
which is
team
not great.
to just do whatever
But
you can to
I
win.
didn't.
You know, whatever's possible to win. You should just buy into the team environment. And then look, at the end of the year, if we want a different support, which is what we ended up doing, we ended up getting a different support at the end of the year. At the end of the year, or if there's a time to get a different support, we can do that. But like while we're on this team, we should like be making the most out of what we have. Like I thought that this was just the contract. You know, this is the contract that you sign when you join a team. You just have to put your all into it, and because your success is tied together. So you just need to put everything into that moment. So it's like kind of a weird thing where like, I don't even know if Piglet knows that I like perma flame him. I mean, I don't even like flame him. We don't
What are you
even
saying
have
about
the single
aces?
rant anymore. But
Or
something where even though he
Jack,
never
Queen Jack?
disrespected me like that, I just feel like it was unnecessary, and it just felt like up. And I think that like at the end of the day, I mean, what we got 2 third places. I feel like we underperformed based off what we could have done if we just did.
Yeah, we're literally the bottom stack.
You know? If our team just had more confidence, or we're more willing to like actually discuss things and try to get better.
I don't know.
and
I
use
definitely
all
can
of,
get away from
like,
ace
our
10.
best strengths. If we put everything together, used all of our strengths, and worked as well as we could for that year, I think there's no reason we shouldn't have been able to be at least top 2, at least go to Worlds, at least like potentially win a split. I feel like we should have been there because during the regular season, I mean, we were like beating these teams. We were like one of the
Chat saying good
original teams
vibes.
where it was like we just had
We
better
got
individual
down
players than
real
most
early,
other
real
teams,
quick.
like at least in 4 of the roles. Better top, mid, jungle, AD carry. So we would just run teams. We would just get leads everywhere. We'd always be winning, and then we would just use that to
Like, we
slowly
need
win the game. But like there was so much stuff that we could have
tens
done better at
plus
if we
right
didn't
now.
spend all of our time doing like emotional counseling.
Get 10s plus
It
the
just
next
felt
couple
like a
hands
waste
would be
of a year.
alright.
It's like, so I'm just grinding. And that was honestly that was
I can't tell
honestly
that
the
off.
reason I
Just can't clean
retired
off, yeah.
from pro play is after that year. Like even though I
Call
was
it.
like I got like a lot of respect, I was getting like hyped up, whatever. To me, I put as much time as humanly possible into that split.
Suited, I think we
14
should.
hours a day, every single day. Played solo queue nonstop. Didn't take any fucking breaks. I grinded as much as I could.
Time to
Right? And I got 2
queen
third
high,
places. And I'm like,
backdoor
I
draw.
can't do much more than I did this year. Like that was a year where I was like, I am all in, bro. I'm as all in
We'll
as you
check,
can
though.
possibly be. Because I definitely am.
Well, no,
somebody
I'll
that
check
I have
every hand.
work ethic. If I really want to do something,
I'm gonna bet
I can
480
grind it
now.
all day, every single day, no break. Like I can just do that shit. I mean, I do it with streaming, right? Like when I do
You guys
IPL,
enjoy.
I literally do it with streaming, and I
Enjoy
put
the
as
hand,
much
yes.
as I possibly could into it, and I was like, it's not worth it in my life to do the same thing again and lose a bunch of potential money because my
I really just need a
contracts
made
that I
hand
was being
before I
offered were significantly less
try to
than
go
what
with
I
it.
would have made streaming. It's like it's not
Like I can't
worth
play
it
most of the
to
hands I want.
put in that much time and
Torch.
put in that much effort to not guarantee a win. You know, like if I'm going to be doing that and I'm going to be like sacrificing, you know, my future as well to some degree, then yeah. I mean, because this was before like there was no franchising. Franchising wasn't really on the table, and you had streamers like Cutie, you had streamers like Voy, who are my former teammates, so I talked to them a lot. Streamers like Nightblue3, Trick2G. You had these people making literally like 15 times what you would make as a player.
I don't think
Like,
ace
even
queen
if
off
you're a top
is
tier player, like the best team
20
was
blind
Cloud9,
shove.
and I think Meteos was like with everything, with prize money from like qualifying to Worlds,
Maybe though.
and all this
We'll
stuff.
see.
Meteos was making like 100k in season 6. I was the second highest paid player, and I was making 60k.
Run with
Like,
it.
streamers,
Fuck
like
it.
mid streamers, were making like 250, like 300. You know,
Fuck
it's like,
it.
God damn, bro, am I really gonna keep on doing this and just for
4
the love
ways
of
is
the game?
not
When even
ideal.
like the day to day
I
wasn't
don't
even
know.
enjoyable, right? So it was just for the potential
Aces,
accomplishment. So, like,
please.
trying
I
to win
don't
a
think
title
one
was the
ace is
reason
enough,
that I
but
was doing it.
rather than diamonds.
Silver face.
better known as TSM, were one of the first
We are praying for no
powerhouse League of
diamonds.
Legends organizations, the titans of the early LCS that stayed a consistent force well
Oh
into franchising.
no.
TSM became a name that was so well known, their iconic team chant became a staple.
I don't think they have 5
even
dues.
when they weren't playing.
I don't think they have 5 dues, 7-5.
Love them or hate them, TSM were the reason so many people.
Just
were
no
looking
more
for
diamonds,
competitive league.
please.
And in 2016, after
Make me
back-to-back
believe.
splits
Give me that
against
ace of
its bitter
spades.
rival CLG
Oh,
in the
God.
finals, TSM entered the Summer
Guys,
Split
I think we're
competition
done.
to finally put their name back at the top of the
Guys,
table. And they meant
I think we're
business.
out.
In spring, they created a super team by acquiring Doublelift, the greatest player in LCS history,
Oh,
to pair
fuck
up with
me.
Bjergsen, the other greatest player in
Oh,
LCS history.
every time they
But
land
it
flush, they
wasn't
land flush
good
draws
enough.
24/7 here.
TSM's experiment with European support legend Yellowstar has not gone to plan, and the team is in panic mode after losing to the
Whatever.
same CLG
Alright,
they
we're done,
just
guys.
took
Sorry.
Doublelift from.
We're out.
And
Bye.
Yellowstar was a fraud in